Hello folks, thanks for joining me for this third and final part of our little mini-series delving into the Chocobo side quest for Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Today we're going to be getting our actual reward, which is the Chicobo card. So if you haven't followed my previous episodes and haven't done any of these Chocobo quests or Chocobo Forests, then you might want to check those out before actually following this one. But I'm assuming you've completed the 6 forests and today you just want your reward. So how do you get it? Well, first of all, you're going to make your way over to this forest, which is the forest near Trebia Garden up north. It's a forest we completed previously, and we're going to head here so that we can actually ride the Chocobo, because we need the Chocobo to reach the Chocobo Sanctuary, which is actually a 7th forest, but it's not a forest with a puzzle, it's just a forest that contains our reward. Now, I'm not going to have 3 times speed on for this, because it's important that you guys can follow along, and hopefully, I actually know where I'm going myself. I do, I've tested this route out and it does work. So, if we start to head south, you'll see there's like a giant crater in the middle there. Now, we can't actually cross that crater, so we're not going to try and do so. For some reason, the Chocobo will not go in it. I'm not sure why. Instead, we're going to head over towards the eastern part of the map here, and we're trying to look for the beach so that we can actually leave. We're going to be traversing the water. There it is. And in the shallow part here, we're just going to make our way over to the other side of the same continent. It is a little bit tricky, but as you can see, it is possible. And yet we're looking for these sandy coloured mountains, and there's just forests all over them. Now, you do need the Chocobo, mainly because even later on, once you have access to more powerful vehicles, you won't be able to land here due to the forest. So we just need to now use the Chocobo to manoeuvre around these mountains, which can be a little bit annoying, but there is a path through. There we go. And if we just head north, then eventually the region, the forest, should present itself, the Chocobo Forest, and it has. Now, don't bother dismounting. You can do. Incidentally, this area you can encounter Marlboro enemies, which, hey, I'm sure many of you Final Fantasy veterans know and love from other games in the series. But we're just going to stay mounted and head straight into the forest itself. Just like that, you see. And now we're going to get our reward. So there's a whole bunch of Chocobos here. They're going to present us with a bit of a scene. So we'll go ahead and watch that first. Get the good old traditional Final Fantasy Chocobo dance, this time to Waltz of the Moon. Yeah, there we go. Right. And after that scene, the Chocobos will fly off to go and explore Chocobo Sanctuary, I presume. And all we need to do is speak to little Chicobo here, and he will give us our ultimate reward for this side quest, the Chocobo card. Okay, now the Chicobo card, whatever it is, can refine into 100 of those Geishor greens, but as you can see, you can also purchase Geishor greens from the Chicobo here for 600 gil whenever you want to. One thing to note though is that you will need the Chocobo card for the Queen of Cards side quest that we're also working on, so I wouldn't advise card modding that just yet, but later on you'll be able to, should 100 Geishor greens really take your fancy. Now, one thing to note is that once you go ahead and leave Chocobo Forest here, what we actually need to do is head straight back into the forest and speak to the Chocobo mother here, the grown Chocobo, and then we'll be able to exit pretty much the same way that we came in. You can't exit on foot, of course, because of all of the various seas and stuff that you need to traverse. It can be a bit annoying, actually, trying to find your way out because of the various weird angles of the map. So maybe the zoomed out option will just allow us to See where we're going? Yep, we're back into the beach and back into the shallow water. And from this point, I guess it's just a formality. Back over to the other side, the other continent. Yeah, back onto the beach. And then over to Ballum Garden. Let's just find out. Yep, just over there. Should be around here, I believe. Oh, there it is. Alright then, guys. Well, there we go. We've completed the Chocobo side quest. We're back at Ballum Garden. We've got all our rewards. I hope the guide's helped you. If it has, don't forget to leave a like and come back soon for more Final Fantasy VIII Remastered content. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.